Welcome back to the Premiere Pro Beginner's Guide. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to create titles and graphics. Hi, I'm Marco Maldera. I'm a director, VFX artist, editor, designer, and AI creative. If you'd like to explore more of my work, you can visit my website at marcomaldera.com. I'm currently expanding my website with a dedicated services section where I outline the work I offer across post-production, design, production, creative direction, and AI integrated workflows. If you're interested in working together, you'll find detailed information there, including how I incorporate AI into professional production processes. Feel free to explore the page and reach out if you'd like to collaborate. Now let's get started. Titles and graphics are essential in almost every editing project. Whether you're creating a YouTube video, a short film, a commercial, or social content, text helps you communicate information clearly and professionally. There are two main ways to create text in the latest version of Premiere Pro. The first method is the most direct. Select the Type tool or press T, then click in the program monitor and start typing. Premiere automatically creates a new graphic layer in your timeline. With that layer selected, all your controls will appear inside the Properties panel. If you don't see the Properties panel, go to Window, then select Properties, and it will appear in your workspace. From here, you can control everything: font, size, alignment, color, stroke, backgrounds, and more. If you prefer starting from a template, you can browse graphic templates and customize them using the same Properties panel. But today, we're going to focus on building titles from scratch, so you fully understand how everything works. The second method gives you a bit more structure. First, make sure nothing is selected in your timeline. Then, in the Properties panel, look at the lower left corner and click Create New Graphic. Choose Text. Immediately, three things happen. A new graphic layer appears in your timeline. The text appears in the program monitor, and the Properties panel updates with all the text controls. To edit the text, simply double-click inside the program monitor and type your title. If you want to move it, switch back to the Selection tool, then drag it into position. As you move the text, you'll notice the position values updating inside the Properties panel. This is useful when you need precise placement, especially for consistent layouts. With your text selected, you can customize it inside the text section. You can change the font, adjust the font style, increase or decrease the size, align left, center, or right, modify tracking and leading, apply bold, italic, all caps, superscript, or underline. You can also change the fill color. Just select a new color or use the eyedropper tool to match something in your footage. If you enable stroke, you can add an outline and control its thickness. These are simple tools, but they make a huge difference in readability and design. Below the text controls, you'll find the Align and Transform section. This gives you more precise control. You can adjust position using X and Y values, scale, rotation, opacity. You can also modify the anchor point. The anchor point is important because scaling and rotation happen around it. If it's off-center, your transformations may behave differently than expected. You'll also see alignment buttons. These become extremely useful when working with multiple text layers. For example, you can select two layers and align them perfectly, center, top, or bottom. Clean alignment instantly improves the professionalism of your design. Adding backgrounds and shapes. If you want your text to have a background, you have two options. Option 1, enable the background checkbox. You can change its color, adjust padding, and control corner radius. Option 2, create a separate shape layer. Click New Layer, then Rectangle. Resize it in the program monitor and drag it below your text layer in the timeline so it sits behind it. You can change its fill color, remove or add a stroke, and customize it freely. Using separate shape layers gives you more flexibility and control. Saving styles for reuse. If you've created a title style you like, maybe using brand fonts and brand colors, you don't have to rebuild it every time. With the graphic selected, click Create Style. This saves a reusable preset inside your project. You can drag that style onto any other text layer and instantly apply the same design. If you want to reuse it in other projects, right-click the style and choose Export Text Styles. That allows you to import it into future projects and keep visual consistency across your work. Graphic layers behave like regular video clips. You can extend their duration, trim them, move them to different tracks, cut them, add effects to them. Inside each graphic layer, you can stack multiple elements: text, shapes, images, logos. If you want to create a completely separate graphic, make sure nothing is selected before clicking New Layer. That ensures Premiere creates a new independent graphic layer. Today, you learned how to use the Type tool and create your first text layer, how to style and align titles, how to add backgrounds and shapes, how to create cut-out text effects, and how to save and reuse graphic styles. In the next lesson, which will be the final video of this series, we'll talk about exporting your first editing project and preparing it for delivery. If you're finding this series helpful, don't forget to subscribe and follow along. See you in the last class.